and I'm absolutely delighted to welcome our next guest this morning. From the Democratic Republic of the Congo, we are honoured to have the Minister of Mines here today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable Kizito Pakabomba Kapinga Mulume. Please come and join us. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Dear Madame Diana McLeod, Director General of the Cobalt Institute, and your team, distinguished experts, operators, and investors in the cobalt sector, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, bonjour. So every time I start an official speech, I have this thought in mind, the thought of my brothers and sisters who live atrocities in the occupied Eastern DRC, and for those who are still alive, they live with fear, and the fear of an unpredictable tomorrow. So I have a thought for them. Having said that, and with the sense of gravity, it is a great honor for me to address this distinguished gathering here in Singapore, brought together to reflect on the future of a metal that, more than ever, is shaping our collective destiny towards a fair energy transitions. And I'm speaking, of course, about the cobalt. On behalf of the government of the Democratic Republic of Congo, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to the Cobalt Institute for this invitation and for its unwavering commitment to promoting transparency, sustainability, and innovation in our shared sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, cobalt is everywhere. Some of us doesn't know that cobalt is also in our human body. Quietly, yet consistently, it has become a cornerstone of our technological lives, far beyond its use in EVs batteries. Without cobalt, many of the innovation we now take for granted will not exist. From renewable energy storage to smartphones, from heat-resistant aerospace alloys to the processor driving AI. Today, cobalt is rightfully recognized by the European Union and the United States as a critical mineral. And it stands as a metal of industrial sovereignty, indispensable wherever resilience, efficiency, performance, and durability are required. It is therefore central to the green transition, clean mobility, and the world's most advanced technologies. So, I invite you to consider these simple questions. Why have these nations designated cobalt as critical? Perhaps because of the fact that without cobalt, there is no sustainable future. And that future begins in our land, DRC. The Democratic Republic of Congo accounts for over 70% of global cobalt production, amounting to nearly 200,000 metric tons per year. And this is not just a statistic. It is an immense responsibility for us. Indeed, it is from our subsoil that much of the global value chain for batteries, green mobility, digital transformations, and global decarbonizations begin. We are fully aware of that. But this responsibility cannot be limited to extracting and exporting. Our ambition is clear: to increase local transformation, to create local jobs, to retain added value, and turn cobalt into a lever for economical and social development for our population. This is the vision of the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, His Excellency Mr. Félix Antoine Tshisekedi Tshilombo, We're a mining sector that is modern, sovereign, industrialized, rooted in good governance, local processing, and a more equitable distributions of benefits. At the Ministry of Mines, we are implementing this vision through 5 strategic diversification pillars. The first one is diversification of our partnerships, from our traditional partners to partnerships based on fairness and mutual benefit. Second, diversification of our mineral portfolio with the emergence of lithium, rare earth elements, and the revival of zinc, germanium, and manganese, for instance. Geographical diversification by unlocking the full potential of our unexplored mining provinces. Fourth, diversification of our local outputs through value-added processing, local transformation, and technology transfers. And finally, diversification of our national economy by using mining revenues strategically to support agriculture, industry, services, and build a better resilience and integrated Congolese economy. A true example of this strategy is the recent Japanese investment of Asia Mineral Limited in manganese in the Congo Central province. This project illustrates our commitment to expanding into new minerals, engaging new partners, and spreading mining investment beyond traditional provinces, all while strengthening local transformations and value creation. In a market where cobalt supply exceeds demand, the DRC has taken sovereign steps to better valorize its resources, and among others, the temporary suspension of cobalt exports since February 22, 2025, for an initial period of 4 months, a measure which is currently reviewing by the Regulator Board of Strategic Minerals, I named ARECOMS. Other measure, we are strengthening supply chain traceability, notably through the state-owned Entreprise Générale du Cobalt, EGC, to ensure that artisanal production is regulated, ethical, and aligned with due diligence standards. Another one, which is enhancing cooperation with international institutions, mining operators, and end users to ensure a stable, transparent, and predictable cobalt supply to attract new investments and promote cobalt. We have also established ongoing dialogue with the private sector. We even have one this morning, to improve the business climate and ensure a smooth transition. This is why we have joined the Mineral Security Partnership, conclude a roadmap with the European Union for sustainable and responsible critical mineral supply chain, and we are building long-term strategic partnerships with Gulf countries. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of cobalt will depend on our collectively ability to address 3 major challenges. The first one being the social and environmental sustainability, because consumers, investors, and even citizens will no longer tolerate unethical and irresponsible mining practices. Second, stability of supply and pricing amid growing geopolitical tensions and localizations of resource in one end. Third, and all above all, equity in partnerships. so that producers' countries like the DRC are no longer just sources of raw materials, but full participants in the global value chain. To you, investors, researchers, and industrial leaders, I extend this call. The DRC is open to bold, transparent, and sustainable partnership. We welcome integrated projects that create local value, respect ESG standards, and look decisively to the future. We believe in clean, traceable, and fair cobalt. The world demands a responsible and reliable supply of cobalt. Then cobalt must become a symbol of climate justice and international cooperation. Long life to responsible mining cooperation, long life to the win-win partnership between the DRC and the world. I thank you for that. Je vous remercie.